Okay, so hopefully you've downloaded the Skyscanner app via the App Store or the Google Play Store, depending on your device. So you want to open up the Skyscanner app. Now you will need to put in some details such as name, email address, etc. before you can access the app. So you want to click on the flights icon. Now at the top you've got multiple options depending on what kind of flight you're after. Your return trip, one-way trip, or multi-city. So if you've got multiple flights, you can add them in. But for this video, we're just going to do a round trip. So you've got the destination you're departing from and the destination you're arriving into. So, for example, we're leaving from Brisbane in this one, and we're arriving in Bali. Okay, then you're going to select the dates. Up the top here, you've got a little legend which shows you the cheapest to the most expensive. So the green's the cheapest and the red's the most expensive. So they are highlighted underneath the dates. So it's a pretty good little guide. So I'm just going to go select 4th of August and come back on the 18th. And you just hit done. Then you want to select the passengers and the cabin class. So you just go through and select how many adults, children and infants, and then you just go through and put what kind of cabin class you want to fly through. Then you hit apply, then hit the little magnifying glass. Up the top you have a little bell as well. So if you hit the little bell, it will create some price alerts for you. Okay, so if there's been any price movements you may not want to book today, it'll send you an email saying, hey, the prices have increased or the prices have decreased. So you can go back into the app and if you want to go and book the flights, then you can do that. So you just hit the create filter and it'll set that up in the background for you. Okay, then you want to hit on sort and filter. So, what's more important to you? Price, duration, the time you take off and land, etc. Okay, so for this one, we're just going to select price, and if you want, multiple stops, you can select, 1 or 2 stops depending on where you're going. So we want a non-stop flight. The duration of the flight, okay, you can filter by that. So you just use these sliders, and again with departing and arriving times, you can use those sliders as well. Then down in airlines and airports, you can select the airlines that you would like to fly with or not fly with, depending on your preference. So you just hit or untick the ones you don't want to fly with and hit OK. And that will update in the background. So just slide this right. Okay, so we've sorted it via the cheapest flight. Okay, so you just scroll through the different options, okay, and it'll show you all your different options that you've got to choose from. Okay, so up the top is the cheapest. Now the amount highlighted in bold in black is the price per person. And just be mindful too that this may not include baggage and some extras as well. So once you go through the booking process, it'll tell you if there's any additional charges and additional charges for baggage as well. Okay. So if we just click on the top one, okay, so it'll give you some flight details. So how long the flight is, it's a non-stop flight. Some stuff about the plane, your arrival and departure times, okay, and then the return flight, same again, the arrival and departure times and the length of the flight, okay. So again, it's got the number of passengers. Then you just want to go and check the details. So down the bottom it's got 14 details from $1,703, so you just click check details. Okay, and then it brings up all the different companies you can actually book through. Okay, so at the top is Bravo Fly, is the cheapest. You can actually go through direct through Jetstar. So whatever I guess you feel comfortable with. It's got the different websites. you can book through. So I'll just take you through an example. So if we click on Bravo Fly, go to site. So it's just redirecting us to the Bravo Fly website. So it's a really good site just to compare flights. And if you want to go book, you can also, it'll redirect you to that particular website to go and book the flights that you're after.